Good evening, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. The Board of Trustees reconvenes the meeting at 6 p.m. We are going to begin with our Pledge of Allegiance. If you could please all stand and place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to our June 11, 2026 meeting. I will begin the meeting with our moment of silence. As today marks the beginning of the FIFA World Cup, we are reminded of the diversity that enriches our neighborhoods, our communities, and our schools. The tournament serves as a celebration of cultures from around the world and the ways in which our differences can bring us together. At a time when so many families in our community have experienced uncertainty and challenges related to immigration enforcement, that message feels especially meaningful. Let us take a moment to reflect on the values of respect, understanding, and compassion for one another, and on our shared responsibility to ensure that our schools remain spaces where the diversity of our community is celebrated. So if you could please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. We will now have our Clerk of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Anne-Marie Ranjo-Trejo, report the closed session.
Thank you, Madam President. Item 4.1, the Board of Trustees, by a vote of 5-0, approved the settlement agreement in Orange County Superior Court case number 30-2025-0149-4889-CU-PA-WJC. 4.2, the Board of Trustees, by a vote of 5-0, approved the settlement agreement in Orange County Superior Court case number 30-2024-01395243-CU-PA-CJC. 4.3, no reportable action taken regarding personnel. 4.4, no reportable action taken regarding public employee performance evaluation superintendent. 4.5, no reportable action taken regarding negotiations. 4.6, no reportable action taken regarding personnel. 4.7, the Board of Trustees unanimously voted to make the following appointment effective July 1st, 2026. Juliana Connolly, Coordinator of Special Youth Services. And we will just have just one moment. We have a couple of more announcements, and we'll have you come on up. You can stay right there. All right, she's ready to go. I love it.
I'm so excited.
And the Board of Trustees unanimously voted to make the following transfer effective July 1st, 2026. Bindi Crawford, Principal, Lexington Junior High School. And the Board of Trustees unanimously voted to make the following appointments effective July 1st, 2026. Amanda Bryant, Principal, Dale Junior High School. Bravo, I love this enthusiasm. Claudia Ruiz Flores, Principal, Sycamore Junior High School. That concludes my report.
Congratulations to everyone. We are going to have a few, we'd like to join you all if you'd like to come to the mic to say a few words.
Yes.
Yes. At the previous May meeting, we did announce Nancy Cortez as Coordinator of Exclusive Practices and Student Access. So please, round of applause. Yay. And we also appointed Tess Melendez, Director of Mental Health, Director of Mental Health and Wellness. Congratulations. So I'm going to start with Nancy Cortez, if you'd like to come first.
Bravo.
Bravo. Round of applause.
Lucky me. Good evening, President Guerrero, members of the board, cabinet, superintendent, Dr. Freed, our AUHSD community here, present, and online. I want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve as coordinator of inclusive practices and student access. I am honored and excited to begin this new chapter, I would also like to thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to serve 4 great, wonderful years at Sycamore Junior High as principal. During that time, I had the privilege of working alongside outstanding administrators, incredible staff members, and a wonderful community that comes together every single time. Hardworking parents, supportive parents, and students that are resilient and always show up. While leaving Sycamore is bittersweet, I am grateful for the opportunity to serve our district in a different capacity. I look forward to supporting our schools, students, and family at AUHSD, and continuing the collective work in ensuring all students have access to opportunity, supports that they need to succeed in life. Before I end, I cannot forget to thank my support system who is here with me this evening, my wonderful husband, my daughter Aaliyah, my son Adrian, my youngest daughter Andrea, and my son-in-law Lalo.
Can they please stand? We would like to cheer them on too.
Thank you. Thank you for loving me, for encouraging me, and being my support and having patience. Thank you guys. I love you guys.
Bravo.
Finally, I cannot forget to thank Mr. Ruben Calleros. I'm sure he wasn't expecting that. Working with the Feeder High School principal can sometimes feel like we're co-parenting hundreds and thousands of teenagers. But Ruben has been outstanding, and he's been a great partner every single step of the way. So thank you, Mr. Calleros. I appreciate you. Thank you again, and have a great evening.
I have Dr. Tess Melendez, Director of Mental Health and Wellness.
Oh.
I wanted to introduce you to the new addition since the last time you saw me. This is my son Lorenzo, 1 year old, 14 months, so sorry if he grabs at the mic. Oh my goodness. This is very emotional for me, so I will try to get through this without shedding any tears. Board President Guerrero, Board of Trustees, Dr. Freed, and Cabinet. Standing here today, I'm filled with an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Looking back to 2013, when I first walked into Anaheim Union High School District as a school psychologist, I never could have imagined where this journey would lead. My heart has always been with our students, ensuring they have the voice, the resources, and the care they deserve to thrive. I want to express my deepest thanks to the district leadership, and of course all of my colleagues and mentors that I've gained along the way for your continued faith in me. Thank you for not only trusting me with this new role as Director of Mental Health and Wellness, but for consistently providing me with, with opportunities to grow both professionally and personally over the past 13 years. I also want to extend a special thank you to my special youth services family, both present and past, especially Lauren. Thank you so much for believing in me and giving me the opportunity. Lainey for guiding me always. Celeste was my AXA coach. I hear she has a great record of people doing really well in the district, so plug for Celeste Kruger. Sorry, I lost my place. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to support our incredible students and our deeply dedicated staff. The work we did together laid the foundation for everything I do. To my new department and team, I'm so incredibly honored to lead you, but more importantly, to walk with you. I promise to keep working hard, right alongside each of you, to support our students and ensure their mental health and wellness remain at the forefront of everything we do. Thank you for your trust, your support, and your shared dedication to our community. I'm excited that what we will continue to accomplish together. Thank you to my husband who's sitting in the in the audience here today, who's always encouraged me when I doubted myself and thought maybe I couldn't do things. Thank you to this little guy for pushing forward, and my family at home. And thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Next, we'll have Miss Juliana Connolly, Coordinator of Special Youth Services.
I was playing with my baby, and then somebody called my name, and I got up. Good evening, Board President Jessica Guerrero, Board of Trustees, Dr. Freed, and esteemed Cabinet. Thank you again for allowing me to stand at this podium. Words can't express how appreciative I am. And I am so honored to be trusted to help lead the Special Youth Services Department. I look forward to working and to going back to my true passion, where my heart is. That is what I've done since I was 18 years old. I worked in special education, and I look forward to getting back to that. A few thank yous, and then I will be out of my hair because I know it's a very busy schedule. I want to thank Mr. Brad Jackson for being a great boss, for being a great mentor, for being my coach, for giving me great advice, for being honest with me. I so appreciate the worth that you have in me, the trust that you have in me. I also want to thank Celeste Kruger and Amy Maya for also being great bosses and great mentors. And every time I have a tough day, I honestly think, what would Celeste do? I'm like, oh, what would Amy do? And I reach out, and they really make me feel that I could do the job, and that's amazing to have that power, and they use that power wisely. So thank you so much, ladies. I also want to thank my principals. I am in awe to see what they do. I am in awe to see the hours that they put in. I am in awe to see all the work that they do. They overwork me. They have so much weight on their shoulders, and I can never, ever say anything negative. It's amazing to see, and it's leading by influence, because how can I not do it when they're doing it all? So thank you so much for my principals. I also obviously want to thank my battle comrades, boots on the ground, side by side. We have some rough days, and they make everything easier. In a snap, they will come and help me with no judgment, and that is the admin that I've worked with. My little coach, Dr. Nadine, Miss Surface, moral compass, epitome of moral compass, Angel Acosta, Mr. Wise, Mr. Saldana, Tess Melendrez, Mr. Rubio, Dr. Idio, and my super sweetness, Gina White. You guys are forever, ever, ever will be my battle comrades. And last but not least, I want to thank my beautiful family. When I walked in, I told Nancy Cortez, I'm looking for my son. He's a very handsome young man. And she said, oh, well, there's my son, Adrian, right? I'm like, well, okay, Nancy, yours is kind of handsome too. But I was talking about mine. My family, this is our accomplishment, because we live in a home where there's multiple generations, and we live in a home where all of our accomplishments are because of one another. I want to thank my husband for being so understanding and patient, knowing that tough jobs have tough hours. and just being very understanding of that. And I want to thank my mother, Olga Munoz, single mom right there, and everything that I am, everything that I will be is because of my mom, and it's because she's the backbone of our family. I know that I could leave my home and do the tough job and help our students the way that I would want my babies to be helped. And I know that I'm able to do that because my mom's at home taking care of my babies. And also her perspective is very amazing. I come home tired. I come home overwhelmed and stressed. And I tell her, Mom, I'm so tired. These hours are so much. It's a lot. And she looks at me and she says, this is what you wanted. This is what you went to school for. You are so blessed to have a job, and you are so blessed to have your health to be able to work those hours. Wash the dishes. And so as I'm washing the dishes and pumping the soap, I'm thankful for my dishes, and I'm thankful that I get to wake up every single morning and work in education and make a difference. Thank you so much.
Next, Claudia Ruiz Flores, Principal, Sycamore Junior High School.
I honestly didn't pay anybody to do this. Thank you. Board President Guerrero, Board of Trustees, Superintendent Dr. Freed, dear cabinet members, AUHSD community members, I am so deeply honored and grateful for having been selected as the next principal at Sycamore Junior High. For the past 20 years, AUHSD has been my professional home, shaping me as an educator, as a leader. And as you all know, this trajectory is not easy. You need to have those special support systems, special people in your life. I would like to thank the special people in my life that have been part of that. I would like to start by saying thank you to my family. I get emotional. This is part of who I am, right? Thank you, my husband, Edwin, who affectionately is known as HOSA, Husband on Special Assignment.
Yes.
Like
Very
that?
true. Sí, vemos poquito.
Could you stand, please?
Please stand.
There he is. He earned that title because he was always in the best disposition to support, to volunteer in all the sites that I have served. And every administrator that I work with can attest to that. So I thank you for that, Edwin. I thank my daughter who's on here with us, Anielka. I thank my son, who's not able to be here. He's working, but I know he's watching. My family is my strongest support system. My mother and my sister, who kept me in their prayers every day as I come to work every day. I couldn't have done any of this without their support. I am extremely, extremely grateful for the support I had from my mentors, Principal Ruben Calleros, for your daily support, your mentorship. He always believed in me. He always guided me, pushed me, challenged me to be the best version that I could be every day in our work. To the Anaheim High School siblings, my kids, my work kids, I call them, for being the rocks in the daily work that we do, the challenges that we took together. I want to thank you, each one of you, because you might not know it, but it meant the world to me as we all came to work every day. As I step into the new phases and the new chapter in my life as a future principal of Sycamore, I am eager and I'm humbled for the trust that you have placed in me to not only lead, but to have that shared leadership that it will mean the world to all of us as I step into this new family as a new Buccaneer. Go Sycamore. Thank you so much.
Can we have all of our new appointees come join us for a group picture with the Board of Trustees in the center, please?
Passing them around, it's fine.
That concludes our appointments. We're going to move on to our recognitions. Thank you all of our family for joining us and all of our site teams for coming out during the summer. Our first recognition is the Boys and Girls Club of Central Orange County College Bound Scholars. Launched in 2014, College Bound is a year-round college and career readiness program that ensures high school students graduate on time with a clear plan for their future. Students receive individualized guidance, encouragement, and resources to achieve their educational goals. The College Bound Scholarship helps ease the financial burden of higher education. It supports tuition, books, course materials, study abroad, and housing expenses. Since the program's inception, the Boys and Girls Club of Orange County Coast has awarded over $1.3 million in scholarships to graduating seniors and alumni. These dollars reflect a deep commitment to college access, affordability, and post-secondary success for students in the community. This year, 17 seniors from the Anaheim Union High School District have been selected to receive college-bound scholarships. These students have demonstrated a strong commitment to their post-secondary goals. The average scholarship award is $3,000 per student. That deserves a round of applause. I would like to call up Chloe Tisley from the Boys and Girls Club of Orange County Coast, who will introduce our students, scholars tonight.
Thank you, President Guerrero. Good evening, Board of Trustees, board members, Anaheim staff members, students, families, and community. Thank you all so much for the opportunity to be there this evening as we recognize the outstanding AUHSD students who have been selected as this year's College Bound Scholarship recipients. My name is Chloe Teasley, and I'm the manager of the Boys and Girls Club of Central Orange Coast College Bound program. Before we begin, I would just like to say thank you to our students for being here in the summer. We appreciate you all for coming down here. The goal of College Bound is that we want to support our students on their journey to higher education by providing the tools, guidance, and financial support they need to succeed. Our partnership with the district has made this mission possible by allowing us to be present on campus, build meaningful relationships with students, and provide personalized support throughout the college-going process. Through this collaboration, we've been able to meet students where they are, guide them through the important decisions about their futures, and connect them with the opportunities that make higher education more accessible. The achievements we celebrate tonight reflect the power of what can be accomplished when schools, when our families, our community partners come together to support student success. It is through these collective efforts that we are able to invest directly in our students' future. This year, we are proud to award 17 scholarships totaling $42,550, helping these outstanding students. At this time, I would like to have our students come up in a line behind me, our college-bound recipients. To our scholarship recipients, this recognition reflects the countless hours you have dedicated to your education, your goals, and your future. You have balanced academics, extracurricular activities, family responsibilities, and personal challenges, all while continuing to move forward with resilience and determination. We are so proud of you, and we would like to say that we encourage you to continue leading with the same perseverance, dedication, and commitment to growth that you have brought here tonight. Remember that you are surrounded by a community that believes in you, supports you, and will continue to cheer you on. At the Boys and Girls Club of Central Orange Coast, we are honored to continue supporting you. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to welcome the students up to come up and say their name and what school they'd be going to, and they can receive their certificate and their check. Can I have Ozma?
Hello, my name is Esme, and I'll be attending OCC.
Hi everyone, my name is Viva Bansal and I'll be attending UCI. Hello, my name is Isabella Gavra and I'm going to be attending UC Davis.
Hi, my name is Alexa de Guzman. I'm attending UC Irvine.
Hi, my name is Natalie Grace Oy, and I'll be attending Franciscan University.
Hi, my name is Salam, and I'm attending Cal State Fullerton.
Hi, my name is Gina, and I'll be attending UC Irvine.
Hello, my name is Desiree Lopez, and I will be attending Golden West College.
My name is Josh Marinas. I'm going to Cal State LA.
Hi, my name is Bliss Wynn, and I'll be attending Cal Poly SLO.
Hi, I'm Jeet Parikh, and I'm going to be going to Cal State Fullerton.
Hi, my name is Lexi, and I'll be attending UC Irvine.
Hi, my name is Hannah Walker, and I'll be attending El Camino College.
Congratulations once again to all our college-bound scholarship recipients. Can you please join me in giving them a huge round of applause?
Oh. 6.2 was our Classified Employees of the Year. We had the opportunity to present them and honor them at our Classified Employees of the Year recognition event on May 14th before school got out. But I just wanted to share on behalf of the Board of Trustees, we would like to recognize the Anaheim Union High School District 2025 to 2026 Classified Employee of the Year nominees, which there's one from each of our school sites. The Classified Employee of the Year nominees were recognized during an event on May 14, 2026 for the exemplary service to the district, students, and community. The Board of Trustees echoes the statements of appreciation and recognizes the efforts of these dedicated employees and acknowledges the value of their contributions. So I just want to give a shout out again to all of our employees that were recognized last month for Classified Employees of the Year. Thank you.
And also, Madam President, a shout out to Schools First, who also supports our classified employees with the monetary contribution.
Yes, thank you very much. I will now be recognizing some members in the room. We have Jeff Morgenstern, ASTA President. Thank you for being here. Joined by Grant Schuster, former ASTA President. Thank you for being here. Heather Hutner, President CSEA. Thank you for being here. We have Joe Carmona, Alta President. Thank you for being here. And Lauren Claxter, Trustee for the Fullerton Joint Union High School District. Thank you for being here. All right, I will move on to student speakers. I did not receive any student forms, so I will move on to reports of association. We can have, do we have student speakers? Would you like to come to the mic? Okay, please say your name for the record, and it'll be 3 minutes each.
My name is Geraldine De La Rosa.
I'm Ireli Avalos.
We are representing the theater cabinet
For Savannah High School. We're coming on behalf of Savannah High School, specifically the theater department. We know that as AUHSD students, we are supported specifically in theater, especially in the arts. I know some of our board members are personally going to go see Mary Poppins, which fortunately I won't be able to go, but yeah. We're coming here as students, as part of theater. We've just been informed earlier or towards the late end of this year that we will be receiving just a singular period, specifically for theater. Earlier, actually, we were promised at least a second period. We were also informed that in this singular period, there will be Theater 1, Theater 2, and Stagecraft, all held within this singular period. We, as students, believe that it's not exactly within our own best interests, especially for our singular director, Vanessa Montgomery, who is supposed to be teaching Theater 1, Theater 2, and Stagecraft.
Oh, yeah. Not just for Savannah, she's teaching now for Rutgers.
Yeah.
What we want to do is...
We were hoping, as the Board of Trustees, maybe you could extend all that support for theater to Savannah as well. We believe that Savannah deserves a chance to thrive within the theater department, as it's just recently started as of 3 years ago. Me as a freshman, I just grew alongside the theater, and it really has helped shape who I am as a person. And I feel like it would be an injustice to see it just reduced to one class as it was this year. I feel that it should have the opportunity to grow as we have. Thank you so much. Do you have anything to say?
No. I'll just say the seniors of 2025, 2026 gave all the support to make theater on Savannah real and keep it that way, and that's what we want to do right now as cabinet.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
If we could have staff follow up with the department and students. Thank you. Any other students that I miss? Seeing none, we will go to reports of association. Jeff Morgenstern, if you asked, thank you. And Grant Schuster. Thank you.
My shadow here tonight. Well, good evening, Board President Guerrero, Cabinet, Superintendent Freed, Board of Trustees, community colleagues. We're going to do a little throwback Thursday here. I'm going to introduce Grant Schuster, a former ASTA president, current ASTA member. He has some great news to share, and he's going to deliver the ASTA report for tonight. It's all yours.
Well, since he already greeted everyone, I'm just going to step in and relay a huge thank you and give a little background from the California Teachers Association, from over 310,000 members from across the state, and actually over 500,000 educators in this state who, as of the signing of the budget next week, will have paid pregnancy leave for the first time in the history of this state. Just a few months ago, the bargaining wasn't going well. When the original budget came out, there was no paid pregnancy leave in it. And there was a call that went out, and this association and district together 4 years ago negotiated 6 weeks of paid pregnancy leave. And we're one of the few districts in the state that has it, and one of the few that had it at that length. I gave a call to Jaron. I spoke with Nancy and Brad. And I want to give a large shout out to Melanie Thomason and Joe Carmona, who sat and did the work and found out the percentage of members that were taking the leave, the costs that it was every day for a sub, and the other statutory costs, how many days were actually taken by those members who had the leave, and put all of that information together. When that wasn't enough and CTA asked for differential pay information for the last 3 years, Joe turned that around within 24 hours. And I was told that that information was taken into the state negotiations with the governor's office, with the state representatives, and was incredibly important in making people feel comfortable with putting this forward. And in addition, the 2.7 statutory COLA was raised to a super COLA for next year of 4.31%. to make sure this is completely funded at every district in the state. And I can't tell you, it's not just that when pregnancies occur and women have this benefit now, but it also affects them when they're in middle age and there are serious illnesses people are fighting and they still have sick time now, when they didn't before, because it was all used up when they were giving birth to children. And also in retirement, where the average female educator right now, when she retires, over the length of her retirement, makes $100,000 less in her pension than the exact same time serving male counterpart, because they didn't have this pregnancy leave. So from the CTA officers who I spoke to the staff people, I just wanted to lay out this thank you, because when we do stuff like this in this district, it's not just that we're willing to do it for our members. It's that we have a history of taking it out and sharing it with the community and making sure that other folks see what is possible and aren't just stuck with the narrow-mindedness that we see in so many places. So just wanted to give a huge shout out and appreciation, and look forward to all of the folks in this district, getting to use this 14 weeks of pregnancy.
Thank you so much for coming to share that. Thank you. Next, Heather Hutner, CSEA.
President Guerrero, trustees, Superintendent Freed, cabinet, and members of the community. As we close out a successful school year, I want to begin by recognizing the collective work that has brought us to this point. Our students continue to thrive because of the dedication of every employee group in this district, certificated, classified, and administrative. The strength of our schools is the strength of our workforce. On tonight's agenda is the approval of our 25-26 contract, and we appreciate the collaborative approach taken throughout negotiations and the district's willingness to engage in meaningful dialogue. This contract reflects progress, stability, and a shared commitment to supporting the people who make our schools function every day. We also want to acknowledge and thank the board for the recent approval to move all of our 5.75-hour instructional assistants to 6 hours. This brings greater stability to many of our lowest paid employees and provides better support in the classrooms. It's a step towards recognizing the real workload and the real contributions of classroom instructional assistants who support our students every day. As we look ahead to the coming year, our focus will be equity for classified employees. Currently, teacher salaries in our district sit above the 90th percentile when compared with similar districts. In contrast, the district has set the benchmark for classified compensation at the 50th percentile. This disparity is not simply a budget issue, it's an equity issue. If we are a district committed to equity, then equity must be reflected across all employee groups. Classified staff are not supplemental to the education mission. They are foundational to it. They are the first faces students see in the morning, the people who support them and keep them safe. Many of them are also the very families and community members our district seeks to uplift through the community schools model. As a district that champions community schools, we must remember that our employees are the community. When we talk about empowering families, we must also talk about empowering the workers who are raising those families. When we talk about supporting students, we must also support the staff who live in the same neighborhoods, face the same economic pressures, and share the same hopes for the future. Equity cannot be selective, it must be comprehensive. In the coming year, we look forward to working collaboratively with the district to raise classified compensation to competitive and equitable levels, strengthen pathways for retention and advancement, ensure that the district's equity commitments extend to all employee groups, and continue building a school system where every worker is valued and every student benefits from having a stable and supported workforce. We appreciate the board's partnership and your continued commitment to the people who make this district exceptional. And together we can ensure that our schools remain strong and our community remains supported and our employees, every single one, are treated with the dignity and fairness they deserve. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Next is Joe Carmona, Alta President.
Good evening, Board President, board members, cabinet, members of the community. I'm here unofficially as the Alta President. Jennifer Sasai, our current president, she's on the fiscal year till June 30. So I'm not official till July 1, but happy to represent. So thank you, Grant, for the shout out earlier on that. We appreciate that. So our Alta members are actually quite busy in the summer because they work year-round in most cases, right? So we have our administrators running our summer programs, both ESY and our credit recovery programs. We have our community school coordinators who are at the sites, supporting our families. Many of them at the junior high in particular are implementing reading support programs to help bring along our students so they can successfully access our grade level content as they approach the start of their new year. And then all of our folks up here at the office, district office, are quite busy, particularly folks that I work with, where we have a lot of commitments and expenditures and things to take care of on the business side of the house, as well as, you know, our plant managers who are busy making sure that our sites are thoroughly maintained, cleaned, and readied for the beginning of the new school year. So the Alta members are quite busy as we look forward to a wonderful 26-27, and you'll get my official remarks next month, but thank you.
Thank you. We will now have a PTSA reports, but I don't believe we have anyone. Okay. We will now move on to Board of Trustees report. I will begin with Trustee O'Neill. Trustee O'Neill.
No superintendent?
No, he is after
After
Vilcom.
Of course.
You're first, Brian.
Okay. I'm more important.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
As you should be.
I didn't say that. Oh, my God. All right, all right.
We'll go before that.
You got me. Well, since the last meeting that we had, actually the last official board meeting we had a month ago, attended a ROP board meeting with my colleague, Ms. Randall Trejo. Classified Employee of the Year recognition event is always nice to attend, and retirement tea, and hearing from some retirees what they're going to be doing in the future. It's always interesting to hear what they're going to do besides just retiring. I attended yesterday the Summer Language Academy, and that's still in progress. And I have to give a shout out to Diana Fujimoto and her group that are coordinating that. And it was always a great experience to walk through and see the kids what they're doing. And since the last meeting, had a whole lot of graduations that we all went through. But speaking of that, we had one graduation that had to be postponed, so I want to give a big thanks, a shout out to all those who were help in adjusting the Kennedy graduation from Handle to the Convention Center due to the evacuation order in Garden Grove. I also want to thank Anaheim Mayor Pro Tem Carlos Leon and the Executive Director of the Convention Center, Tom Morton, for working with the district and making this happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee McCullis.
Thank you, Madam President. On May 13th, I did my monthly visit. I attended, or I had the opportunity to visit Cypress High School. So thank you so much, Principal Brown, for showing me around and teaching me about the history of Cypress and some of the issues surrounding your school site. Vice Principal Tenorio also joined us, so thank you so much. May 14th, I attended the Classified Employees of the Year Awards. That same evening, I attended the Global Language and Leadership Academy banquet at Savannah High School. May 15th, the CVA graduation and Hope graduation at the Kennedy Performing Arts Center. May 17th, on a Sunday, I did attend Long Beach Pride. It's a parade with all of our GSA clubs throughout our district. I even took the district bus from Gilbert all the way to Long Beach, so it was great just to be with our teachers and our students. May 20th, I went to Cypress Magnolia and then the Alt Education graduation at Handel Stadium. May 21st, Anaheim Loera and Western at Handel Stadium. May 22, Savannah graduation at Handel. May 23rd, Savannah High School's, what's this? Savannah High School Gym Evacuation Center.
Oh, yeah. We hosted an evacuation center.
Sorry, it's been so long, I forgot.
Here we go, Ethan.
Oh! Sorry about that. I actually went to one of the sites because I wanted to see, the things that they needed and just how it went when it comes to situations like that. And I did want to briefly comment how incredibly proud I am because we were there, right, during Savannah's graduation. And then right after that, I got to see our superintendent on the spot, calm, showing leadership, and having to make a very difficult decision. Having to speak with our city managers in the city of Anaheim, at the same time the Orange County Fire and Rescue, all at the same time with graduations happening, with parents literally coming from Kennedy. I mean, that's a lot for someone to have to make a decision on. And to take a step back as board members and just watch him, lead. So I want to give you kudos. That's something I pay specific attention to, as I promised my constituents that safety would be my number one priority. As board president during the pandemic, that's one thing that we had to deal with is issues of emergency. And just to see you, Jaron, during that time was phenomenal. So great job on that. With that said, May 26th, I did end up going to Kennedy's graduation at the Anaheim Convention Center. I'm sorry I missed Catella's, and there's another high school I missed. I had my own graduation with my students at Cal State LA. Last but not least, June 10th, I did attend Savannah Summer Language Academy open house, and it was amazing. That concludes my report. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Trustee Hoshi.
Hi there. I just would like to acknowledge and say thank you to the district for the benefit of we got to acknowledge those college-bound students. So thank you to the district for including Cypress and Kennedy in that college-bound program, and especially a big shout out to Robert Saldivar for introducing that. So I know Robert was in the house, but I don't see him right now, but I just wanted to acknowledge him and his work. I went to all the graduations, and it was really incredible. I just love seeing how efficient we are, and I want to give a shout out to Adam Hernandez, Allison Conrad, Charles Koo, Lorena Stout, all of our maintenance workers and our custodial staff. You guys, we used to do our graduations at 2 different sites and share it, and now we do it all, basically all of our comprehensive sites at Handle. So thank you very much for all that coordination and adjustments that we have. We really do appreciate it. I did go to a lot of events, but there were certain ones that really just stuck out in my mind, and I wanted to talk about those. On May 11th, one of our teachers for AXA Region 17 was given, or assistant principal, one of our administrators, was given actually middle school administrator of the year. That is Katie McGilvery from Sycamore Junior High School. And also I wanted to acknowledge the fact we had 2 Kennedy singers that were the entertainment for that evening at the Irvine Marriott. So it's a annual awards thing, so kudos to those talented kids. I was asked to be there's Robert. Robert, thank you very much for the College Bound Scholars and your work. Thank you very much. On May 16th, I was invited to be a mentor for the California Young Men's Service Challenge by Assemblyman Avelino Valencia. And they partnered with the Governor's Office of Volunteers and Big Brothers and Big Sisters. And the focus was to address the needs of young men by creating pathways that will drive purpose and leadership. It was held at the NorthNet Training Center, where all of the Orange County firefighters, rescue, and emergency management teams train. So it was a great day for building young men into leaders and to start that programs like that. So it was exciting too, because I got to try one of those fire hoses out at the training center. Boy, it was a lot of fun. And so and then on May 26th, we had a Celebrating Partners in our Anaheim Union High School Careers Connection program. So kudos to Tina Carpenter and her staff, Scott Rindell, and then our partnering with the City of Anaheim with City Councilwoman Kristen Moss. So I just want to say thank you to all the people and the work that we're doing. I mean, we have a lot to be thankful for. And I was a speaker yesterday at the Kindset classroom, and it was exciting to see kids representing all of our high schools doing entrepreneurial programs, and I'm excited to see what they're going to create. But most of all, I was just sharing with them my story and just the fact that our district gives so many opportunities for kids to thrive and succeed. So anyway, I'm looking forward to their graduation and the rest of our AIM graduates. So anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you. Trustee Randall Trejo.
Okay, thank you. I wrote everything down so I wouldn't forget, so forgive my notes. It's been a busy time, and just to echo Joe Carmona's mentioning that this is not a time for AUHSD to rest, even though we are in our casual best this board meeting. School is really going for a lot of our admin and our summer school and classify. Everybody's working, right? So our maintenance workers. So give a shout out to them. I attended our ROP meeting with Brian O'Neill, and one of the highlights was the 2nd annual pitch competition for the Entrepreneurship Self-Employment Pathway at Gilbert High School, which is an amazing program. I had the privilege of serving as judge once again, Last year, I was one of 3 judges, and it was extremely stressful to have to choose. But this year, they delivered their speeches in a film form, or they filmed it, and so there were many other judges besides myself. But the students who filmed and produced the presentations were also given an opportunity to showcase their talents and receive recognition. We also at that meeting recognized 2 outstanding retirees, our Dr. Francisco Alonso, who worked with our engineering design pathway from Oxford Academy, and Bob Muswani, food service and hospitality pathway instructor at Savannah High School. So yeah, a long time wonderful instructors of our programs. And their years of dedication and service have positively impacted countless students, and we wish them the very best in retirement. Another annual highlight, Mr. O'Neill, you neglected to mention that you were at the AUHSD Film Festival, and students were treated like Hollywood stars. They walk a red carpet, they receive awards, and they have the opportunity, we have the opportunity to watch the winning films screened at the Catella Royal Crown Theater. Audience members are also treated to an exceptional meal prepared by our talented Catella culinary students, and it's a first-class event that celebrates student creativity and achievement. The annual Classified Employee of the Year recognition is always a wonderful event held at the district office, providing our well-deserved employees, and we honor them and dedicate a lot to them. And a special bonus of the evening or the afternoon is Brandon Teets, who is very humorous, and his comedic timing kept everyone laughing throughout the event. I think he should, if he has a second career, he should do that. And the evening, we always ask the employees to give testimonials, and they're very heartfelt in their appreciation of each one of their sites. I also had the pleasure of attending both CVA's graduation ceremony and Hope School's graduation ceremony, celebrating accomplishments of the students. And then we held a special board meeting that day as well. That weekend, my colleague, Jessica Guerrero, and I traveled to Sacramento for a delegate assembly meeting where we worked at establishing our state agenda for the coming year, and we heard updates from leaders advocating on behalf of LEAs throughout California. And we just discussed strategies to continue advocating for fair funding, particularly regarding mandates, community schools, social and emotional learning, mental health services, and other initiatives that support the health and well-being of our children. Graduating seniors, I love when my 2 worlds collide, came and visited my elementary school, Franklin Elementary School, and all of the students and staff go outside of their classrooms, and we cheer them on and clap as they parade through the school, and they say their farewells, hellos and farewells to their former teachers. It's amazing. It's amazing that we do that. I love that. Monday, attended our annual retirement tea, where we expressed our gratitude and best wishes to employees who have dedicated many years of service to our district. It was a bittersweet event as the retirees reflected on their own careers and contributions, and we wish each and every one of them health and happiness. Tuesday through Friday, we were filled with graduation ceremonies, Cypress, Gilbert, Catella, Loera, Magnolia, Oxford, Polaris, Savannah, and Western High Schools. And I would like to extend my deepest thanks to all of our staff members who worked tirelessly to make these graduations a success, from preparing programs and certificates to ensuring security and safety, setting up, cleaning up venues, and managing parking and photography. Every detail was handled with professionalism and care. And these ceremonies are a truly well-oiled, highly quality production that we do every year, and I hope that our students and families understand that is such a big, tremendous load. And I want to also tell you that The staff takes tremendous pride in making these events special. In fact, there's often a waiting list of employees who actually want to volunteer and participate, and that dedication and commitment and love is demonstrated throughout the whole week. Unfortunately, Kennedy's graduation had to be postponed. However, the situation was handled with professionalism, care, leading to a successful graduate celebration later in the week. And that Saturday, I visited the Savannah School to observe the emergency shelter operations firsthand and was once again blown away by our staff and our community members who stepped up to help. Our district immediately embraced its role in supporting those affected, and our partnership with the city of Anaheim was a wonderful example of community spirit in action. And I want to tell you, the local community stores and restaurants, coffee shops, they stepped up and delivered, and it was truly an amazing thing to witness. Tuesday, I attended Oxford Academy CIF baseball championship game, and then we headed to the Kennedy Center. Finally, last week's LCAP board meeting, where we continued to the important work of planning for the future and ensuring that every student receives the support and opportunities that they deserve. And as we close out another successful school year, this is the end of our school year, folks, I remain grateful for the dedication of our staff and resilience of our students and the unwavering support of our families and community partners. Together, we continue to create opportunities and experience that help every student thrive. Thank you.
Thank you. I had the opportunity to attend the Assurance Committee meeting, and then after that, attended along with Trustee Hoshi, the CSEA Classified Employees Appreciation Barbecue. Thank you to President Heather Hunter for the invitation to join the team. Also attended the AUHSD Classified Employee of the Year Awards, honoring our outstanding contributions of our classified employees to our schools and the district. As mentioned, I attended the CSBA Delegate Assembly with Trustee Randall Trejo and engaged in discussions on statewide education issues and advocacy efforts. And then also had the privilege of attending all 12 of our graduation ceremonies. And I just want to echo the thank you to our staff, teachers, classified staff, and support teams for the organization of the graduations. Every detail did not go unnoticed, and they were all very well done ceremonies, and especially their flexibility in hosting the ceremony of rescheduling Kennedy High School's ceremony and moving it to the convention center. I want to also share my appreciation to the City of Anaheim, Mayor Pro Tem Carlos Leon, and the staff at the convention center for being so welcoming, and for all the staff that volunteered their time that Tuesday evening when everything had to be rescheduled. I know some staff had already had vacation plans, so we did have some staff volunteer to make sure that graduation was successful. And I want to give a shout out as well to John Bautista and his team for keeping our community informed throughout the Garden Grove incident, throughout the rescheduling of the Kennedy High School principal. Thank you so much for all your work on that. And then I also had the opportunity to attend the evacuation center at Savannah High School. And I really want to thank the principals, Sierra Perez, who literally left Savannah High School's graduation and went straight to Savannah High School to open up the gym to serve as an evacuation center. And also to Principal Poppy Hill Bonales, who had her school site graduation rescheduled and also hosted her high school site as an evacuation center, and just their dedication and leadership to making sure those sites were prepared, as well as all of the classified staff and the plant managers at both sites that worked around the clock. It was a 24-hour center, so that means our classified staff were there 24 hours taking shifts to make sure that everything was set for our families. And that concludes my report. Thank you. Thank you. Next, we will have public comments. Opportunities for public comments occur at the beginning of each agenda item, and at this time for items not on the agenda, persons wishing to address the Board of Trustees should complete a speaker request form available on the information table at the back of the room and submit it to Executive Assistant prior to the meeting. Each speaker is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes. And I will start with our first speaker is Mazel.
Hey, Qualitutaki, good afternoon. It's masat, not muscle. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. Make everybody laugh. That's good. I just want to, I take the opportunity to take the time to come here to educate as much as I can as far as Native American issues. Senator James Ramos is the first male Native American, right, to be senator, and he's been meeting with Avelino Valencia, and I'm so glad that Avelino Valencia is getting the Native American history and education as far as these bills, like when they passed it like maybe 2-3 years ago to get rid of racist school names or mascots. That would include the Fullerton Indians, Comanche Warriors, and the term or name of our school where I graduated class of 98, the Colonist. I'm happy to announce a lot of good news, like they said earlier. In Indian country, I'm actually subscribing to a newspaper. I'm an alumni from the Institute of American Arts. It's a Native American art school in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I went to Fullerton College when I was 17, took Chicano history, Native American history with Jerry Padilla, De La Lopez, beautiful, beautiful, and actually sent in college as well in Cyprus to take speech. And so I transferred out, got my associate in fine arts and bachelor's, and as I was doing that, I was connecting the language with what my grandpa taught me, Nahuatl, Aztec, that's what the Mexican natives, Mexica, it's how you say Mexicano, Mexicana, or Chicanos, Chicanas, right? And as I was going to school there, we were going to the Indian reservations, because that was part of our project, and we had to write essays, and more than like 100 pages. And in our investigations, we made the connections with the Cochiti tribe, Tohono O'odham, which they're in Sonora and Mexico side before the colonists arrived and put these borders. And a lot of the words are Yuto Azteca now, including Tangua territory here, and the Hachiman, which is San Juan Capistrano, the Juaneños, or Los Lobos is part Juaneño and Chicanos, if you didn't know. And so when we're doing investigations, we found out that we're not illegal. We've always been here. And sadly, we have ICE and all these laws, racist laws, but a lot of ignorance. But in a good note, 58,000 remains and items have been returned from UCLA about 4 days ago. That's very good, and it's because of a lot of the pushing of Senator James Ramos and a lot of the education that's being taught and talked about in these meetings, that either on the reservations. About maybe a couple of years ago, I was allowed to go as a tribal member. I won't mention where exactly, but they asked me to come and dig with shovels and bury back our cousins, our uncles, our tias, aunties. And it was very emotional. We had our elders with eagle feathers, wings to smudge it with shugi or sage or copal, and we offered tobacco, and it's because they were digging and making apartments, and they found a lot of our answers. Some we found like this, they died like this, and they're kind of wrapped up almost like with mummy type attire or looking, khaki looking color, but it was very emotional, very sad, but very peaceful. Psychologically, it helped us, and I hope with time, I know we can educate and do this for our community to change the name of the school. Thank you so much for your attention. Gracias.
Our next speaker is Roberto Garcia.
So first, I'd like to say congratulations to Mexico on winning the World Cup opening game. It is their first ever opening game win for their history. They are now currently 1-6-2, but congratulations. My name is Roberto Garcia, local resident, Savannah High School alumni. I am an energy engineer. My job is to measure efficiency, design solutions, and verify what we say is actually happening on the ground. And I bring that same discipline here tonight. Last month, I stood here and asked for two things: measurable wellness outcome report tied to the mental health resolution, and reporting metrics for the Minga platform before its district-wide activation. As of tonight, I have received no written response, and I am stating that on the record. Tonight's agenda is 1,260 pages long. A 1,260-page agenda is not transparency, it's a barrier. Being told a PDF is available to download is a workaround, not an answer. Meaningful transparency means every parent in this community, after a long day of work, can find what this board is deciding for their child in under 60 seconds. And I came with proof that the solution already exists. Orange Unified and Fullerton Joint Unified use platforms that are indexed, searchable, and navigable in under 60 seconds. Santa Ana's unified full board agenda averages under 100 pages. Our peers in Orange County are already meeting this standard. I am calling on this board to benchmark against those 3 districts and report back with actionable improvements, including a plain language agenda summary. This is an equity issue, not a technology complaint. I will give credit where it's due. Items 10.35 and 10.33 save taxpayers over $290,000 while protecting students. That is smart stewardship. But while we celebrate those savings, item 11.46 authorizes $375,000 to a single law firm in 1 year. With no public itemization, no defined scope of work, and items 11.23 and 11.24 still contain entries with no vendor name, no description, no contact reference. These are the exact same entries I raised last month. That imbalance deserves answers. Our students deserve more than spending. They deserve proof that the spending worked, and I will back that into this podium until we get that proof, because that is what verification looks like in practice. Again, I'm an engineer. Proving things work is what I do. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Bianca Garcia.
Evening board members, educators, and community members. I am here tonight as a district alum, constituent, and community member to address the reality of what is happening at Anaheim Union. The district loves to boast about its accomplishments operating under the proud slogan, Unlimited You. But when you look closely at the actual services being delivered to our students, that slogan feels a lot more like Limited You. The district has mastered the art of doing the bare minimum, meeting basic state mandates, wrapping them in extraordinary language, and calling it a day. Meanwhile, our neighboring districts are proving that going above and beyond isn't just possible, it's necessary. I want to look at 4 examples where AUHSD is choosing to be basic while our neighbors choose to lead. First, take our teen parents. AUHSD does provide parent classes, but it ignores the physical barrier of getting to school. Meanwhile, Fullerton Joint Union actively provides specialized transportation for teen parents and their children to ensure they actually attend and graduate. Anaheim Union does not, and our chronic absenteeism rates show that cost in that gap. Second, we don't look for real attendance solutions. Neighboring districts like Santana Unified and Orange Unified earn the state's highest honor as California Model School Attendance Review Board programs. They didn't win this award by sending out generic warning letters. They won it because they used their budgets to put social workers on the ground, address root family crises in real time, and build deep community partnerships. Third, the bare minimum culture even extends to how we support our students when they represent us. Last month, I attended the CIF Southern Section Division III track and field prelims at Yorba Linda High School. It was a very hot and sunny day. I walked the entire perimeter of the stadium, behind restrooms, the nearby fields, and behind bleachers looking for Anaheim Union team tents to support our student athletes. I found none. Every other school district had shaded pop-up tents where their athletes could rest, escape the sun, and prevent dehydration. Our AUHSD athletes were left out in the heat, which directly drains their energy and impacts their performance. How can we tell our kids to perform their best when the district won't even provide the basic shelter that every other district provides? Fourth, under California law, every district must have a suicide prevention policy. Anaheim Union's response, print the 988 Lifeline number on the back of student IDs. That is baseline compliance, not a safety net. Neighboring districts, including Placentia Yorba Linda Unified, don't just print a number, they host regular, mandatory, interactive presentations for students and workshops for parents and teachers to recognize warning signs. Superintendent Freed even turns down organizations offering these presentations for free. Madam President, Trustee Anne Marie Randall Trejo did get to go over the time, and as a constituent, I would appreciate just 1 more minute. Thank you.
Please wrap it up.
And we cannot blame the lack of funding. Last week, we had the proposed budget presented with projected revenues exceeding $500 million. Nearly 20% of that funding, over $100 million, come from supplemental and concentration grants, specifically meant to increase and improve services for our students. The money is there. What is missing is administrative action. As I pointed out in last week's budget meeting, there is a telling truth we cannot ignore. A significant number of our own district staff and local city officials choose not to send their own children to Anaheim Union schools. The people who work at this district look at what the district offers and decide it is not good enough for their families. Trustees, stop letting the district staff settle for a state checklist. Push this district to stop being basic, to finally live up to the promise of an unlimited education and give students the actual safety, resources, and care they deserve.
Our next speaker is Victoria P.
Excuse me. My input and criticisms are not meant to offend you. They are meant to improve AUHSD. This is based on parent input. Transparency is key. We, if possible, as parents, need 2 meetings. They need to be shorter. They need to be broken apart. We also need to be part of the budget decision-making. Today I heard a lot about the teachers, which well-deserved their programs. Our students need services also. We have a mental health crisis. We have a mental health crisis. We just replaced the psychologist. She brought up her baby. I am deeply concerned. There was no parent input. There was no kind of trying to gather people together, making decisions within the schools. I'm alarmed. Someone was chosen so quickly. We need a safety and anti-bullying campaign. Westminster has it, as they're recruiting people from other districts. They have an anti-bullying program. We need behavioral interventions. They have that. It's right here. I can forward a copy to each and every one of you so you could see it. Garden Grove issues something similar. We need help for our troubled teens. We need the support programs starting at the beginning of the school year. We need them yesterday. I have been calling the district since 2024, 2025, 2026. 0 results. I know you're trying to improve. I know you've made changes. We need more changes. The races for the board members were retroactive. This is acceptable to me. For our schools, for the staff, however, you need to show results. We need to see results as parents. We need safe schools. We need supportive mental health programs weekly inside the schools. We need our at-risk youth supported on a weekly basis. We need access to the arts, technology, decent food. The students who address the LCAP all rate this under 50%. Nothing has been implemented. We don't know how long this has been going on for. We do not have a date of how long it has taken to change this. Has it been 5 years, 4 years, like I have been calling the district? I'm alarmed, I'm concerned.
Thank you for your comments.
The shifting of the staff is deeply concerning. I'm skeptical that there will be improvements. Deeply concerned.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Jermaine Newman.
Hello, board,
community, cabinet. My name is Jermaine Newman, community member, parent. I want to highlight last week at the board meeting, you actually approved the additional 15 minutes for classified employees, instructional aides to support our students with disabilities. And that is a major improvement. I think it's wonderful that you guys saw that need and the shortfall of not supporting our students for their full class day. So thank you and congratulations for making that right. Similar to Grant Schuster's comments about pregnancy leave for our employees. This is a great thing. Our employees deserve that. It's wonderful that you're going to be supporting that, and it sounds like the state of California actually did fund it, according to Mr. Schuster. But I do want to comment today on item 11.46, your agreement with Atkinson, Adele, Loyal, Rude, and Roma, LLC, or PC. You have an agenda item to approve $375,000 out of our general fund for legal services to provide attorneys to support this school district in all kinds of law issues. And I want to ask, what can we do to mitigate those issues so you're not spending over $250,000 a year on legal services? It seems like we could do much more in our classrooms and much more with the students and the staff that you have to support and avoid these additional legal costs. So I just want to try to recommend that we refocus our attention on our classrooms and the students. They don't need lawyers. They need classrooms, they need teachers. That's what our students need. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Anastasia Zamora Ortiz.
Hello, good evening, board, community members. My name is Anastasia Zamora Ortiz, and I'm here tonight on behalf of the Apprenticeship Readiness Fund of the Los Angeles and Orange Counties Building Trades Council. The building trades and registered apprenticeships have long proven history in our region. Our mission is simple. We want to ensure our local communities know about these incredible career opportunities and make sure that they're fully accessible, and above all, ensure that each of our participants succeed long-term from day one of training all the way through to a secure retirement. To provide some background on my organization and why I'm here today, we support 26 community-based training programs that provide free apprenticeship readiness training built on the nationally recognized multi-craft core curriculum, more widely known as MC3. This includes 120 hours of hands-on instruction, essential certifications like OSHA 10, CPR, and first aid. From there, our training partners layer on another 100 hours of intensive preparation, strength and endurance conditioning, tool handling, site tours of active apprenticeship programs, and the mental toughness required to thrive as a new apprentice. We introduce local residents to the building trades, but we don't stop at the classroom. Our organization provides continuous mentorship, assists with critical prerequisites like getting a driver's license or GED, and we directly bridge each individual into a registered union apprenticeship. This is a model that pays from day one, offering healthcare, a pension, and sustainable career that can support a family with just a high school diploma. And we have the metrics to back that impact up. Since our founding in 2017, we have successfully guided 2,045 participants into registered union apprenticeships, and we intentionally build pathways for those who need them the most. 33% of our participants have been justice-involved individuals, 30% identify as BIPOC, and 58% are Hispanic and Latino. The Apprenticeship Readiness Fund works closely with the LAOC building trades to do more than just train a skilled pool of local workers. We also step up in moments like this, collaborating to speak on systemic power of community workforce agreements. Because training only changes a life, there are actual, real, viable opportunities waiting for these candidates. That is exactly what a community workforce agreement makes possible. When this district commits its bond dollars to construction, a CWA ensures those public dollars build local careers and not just buildings. It's a rare thing in public spending, a way to construct your local schools and local careers with the same dollar. And we're ready to be your partner in it. We respectfully ask you to renew the community workforce agreement to make workforce development a permanent part of how this district builds. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Andrew Gonzalez.
Good evening. My name is Andrew Gonzalez with Los Angeles and Orange County's Building and Construction Trades Council, representing 14 trades, 48 local unions, and 160,000 men and women. I was encouraged tonight to see representatives from our different employees associations speaking about the massive victories for their employees. Every worker deserves the benefit of union representation. We all see the benefit of that here. Your teachers, your classified staff, the office workers here all enjoy the benefits of union representation. The only people here at the school not guaranteed those benefits are people building your facilities. A community workforce agreement intends to fix that injustice. Community workforce agreements are fantastic because it ensures that the people building your facilities enjoy the benefit of representation, better wages, better benefits, safer working conditions. Community workforce agreement also ensures you can actually draw from the pool of your local residents, creating opportunities for workforce development opportunities right here in Anaheim. Match that with our community workforce agreement or our apprenticeship readiness fund. We actually create programs to introduce your students. I was encouraged to see all these college-bound students coming here today. Many of your students aren't there. They're not college-bound. I was one of those students. Terrible student in high school. I wanted to do 3 things in high school. None of them were high school. But no one was offering me opportunities like this. I had to find my pathway through the military. But now we have a good distinct opportunity to provide those opportunities here in Anaheim Union High School District. And what those opportunities provide is career opportunities that are already happening here in Anaheim as well, beyond just the building of the schools here. We have community workforce agreements with the OC Vibe Project, building a premier entertainment right here in Anaheim. When Disneyland builds a new Disneyland Ford, all of that we built under agreement with local workers here because Disney made that promise and that commitment to the people of Anaheim. And of course, the city of Anaheim is building all of their facilities and their public infrastructure with local union representation. You could be a piece of that story by guiding your students through that process, and a community workforce agreement is one way. It's a way for us to build that together. I really hope to be a partner with this, the school district here today like we were previously, and I look forward to your vote on the community workforce agreement. Thank you so much.
Our next speaker is Israel Mosqueda.
Good evening, board members and staff. My name is Israel Mosqueda. I'm here on behalf of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 441. Tonight, I'd like to speak about workforce development by first explaining what workforce development is not. We do not encourage young people to pursue careers in the trades when there are no real opportunities waiting for them. We do not offer generic curriculum that leaves students believing they have learned a trade without providing a clear path to employment. And we do not ask individuals to pay dues or fees before they have access to full-time employment, healthcare benefits, and a secure retirement plan. What makes true workforce development possible is your commitment to investing in the people of Anaheim through a community workforce agreement. That investment creates opportunities that allow organizations like ours to connect residents with meaningful careers. Our apprenticeship program has been in existence for 98 years. It is not new, it is not revolutionary, it simply works. It works for thousands of Orange County residents, it has worked for me personally, and it can work for graduates at the Anaheim School District as well. The formula is straightforward: provide tuition-free training, guaranteed wage progression through contractual raises, and family supporting benefits. The result is a highly skilled workforce and productive, self-sufficient citizens who can build successful careers and retire with dignity. Today, many school districts are looking for workforce development programs, and some can be implemented through a short online course. However, workforce development is more about exposure or awareness. It's about creating real pathways to real careers. I commend this board for considering the bigger picture, not only how to support students while they're in school, but how to help them succeed long after they graduate. On a personal note, I've had the privilege of seeing firsthand the opportunities created through Measure H projects and positive impacts those opportunities have had on local families and workers. At the same time, I have also witnessed the challenges created when workforce opportunities are tied exclusively to specific bond-funded measures. Some Some apprentices were fortunate enough to begin their careers when Measure H projects were ramping up. Others struggled to find opportunities and were left wondering why work was inconsistent, often without understanding the complexities of bond-specific agreements. As we look toward the future, my hope is that the district will consider an agreement that is triggered by a defined investment threshold rather than by individual bond measures. Such an approach would create a more consistent, fair, and equitable workforce development system. It would also provide greater certainty when forecasting local hire goals and apprenticeship opportunities, helping ensure that all qualified residents have access to the same pathways to success. Thank you for your time, your leadership, and your commitment to the future workforce of Anaheim. I appreciate your consideration.
Thank you. That concludes our public comments for tonight. Now move on to our superintendent and staff report. Dr. Freed.
Yeah, just a couple quick reports. To echo on what some of our board members said, I just want to highlight with graduation, I won't go into the same things that all of you said, but I do want to congratulate our staff on a job well done. Dr. Hernandez, Allison Conrad, Charles Koo, Lorena Stout, our Ed Services team, but also the M&O department, graphics department, our site admin. You know, when we talked about the shift to have to cancel or postpone our graduation at Kennedy, what I want to share is that was on Memorial Day weekend. And throughout that weekend, we had our staff simultaneously doing two different things. We were working with the city of Anaheim to shift our entire ceremony over to the convention center. We also had a number of our staff, our M&O department, and as Board President Guerrero shared, both Savannah and Kennedy staff were there along with Miguel, one of our district office managers, making sure that our campuses were covered to support the needs of our local community. So that was all happening during Memorial Day weekend, where then on Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day, the ceremony was ready to go. And then shortly thereafter, because we got the good news with the Garden Grove hazmat incident, we were able to shut down those evacuation centers because the needs weren't there anymore. But grateful to our team for their tireless efforts over the weekend, despite the tragedy and the urgency that we were working through. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the Summer Language Academy. I know Dr. McGallis or Trustee McGallis mentioned the Summer Language Academy yesterday that I know a few of us were at. That is a very specific and unique program that supports our plural lingual students, specifically our newcomers, students who are relatively new to our country where English is not their first language, and many of them struggle right now in being able to communicate in English. And so this program does incredible work around identity, around finding their voice, their stories, their culture, all while connecting it to language acquisition. So Diana Fujimoto, Juan Alvarez, who's the summer school principal for our SLA, along with the team of teachers, our bilingual instructional aides, our AIM interns, just doing incredible work, creating engaging opportunities to help further develop the language acquisition skills of our students. And then again, I just want to thank our staff for the great work now that we're shifting into summer programs. We are still very busy with another round of work to support students with either credit recovery or enrichment opportunities. So I'm excited for the work that's being done.
Ms. Kwan.
Yes, so tonight you heard about several summer programs that are happening simultaneously. Joe Carmona talked about the reading program that supported the junior high students. Those are happening at the high schools. We heard about Summer Language Academy, we have Film Academy, we have Credit Recovery, Acceleration, and Summer Arts Academy. So thank you to our director, Amanda Bean, who is coordinating all of our summer programming there. And don't forget to save the date for our Summer Arts Academy show, Mary Poppins, on June 26 and 27. My next couple of updates, I'd actually like to give some recognition to our community partners. The first one is the City of Anaheim. Thank you for recognizing South Junior High School this week at the City Council meeting for earning the 2026 Civic Learning Award of Excellence. I'd also like to thank Orange County Supervisor Doug Chafee, Orangeview Western 712 students in the Innovative and Design program, presented a proposal to Chief of Staff Al Jabbar for a garden redesign project and was able to got it fully funded at $17,500. So thank you for Supervisor Doug Chafee, but I'd also like to thank Sprouts, who gave a grant to the Magnolia AgriScience Community Center the MAC and AUHSD to allow our staff to provide professional learning for educators across California called Cultivating Minds, Educating for Sustainable Growth. So Sabina Jacquemus and her team, along with the support of High School Inc., were able to provide a 2-day professional learning for several educators across California on June 17th and 18th. You're all invited to attend. And finally, I'd like to recognize the dedicated AUHSD educators who participated in the summer colloquium. We had over 100 of our teachers do a 4-day professional learning session around community-based learning, uplifting student voice, pedagogies of voice. So thank you to Diana Fujimoto and her team for leading that work.
Mr. Jackson.
Yes. Well, once again, I'd like to congratulate all of our appointees tonight for principal and director and coordinator. And as you all heard tonight, as they spoke, their passion, their dedication, their work ethic, really came through. So we're very, very proud of them. Also, very proud of the process that they participated in order to reach the appointment tonight. Our process included developing all of our interview metrics. From input that we received from parents and staff through surveys, as well as visiting with staff members and visiting with parents. And in addition, we had all of those groups, including site and district level administration, participate across the interview rounds as well. So as we move forward, we look forward to continuing to strengthen our community-based approach to hiring our future leaders, and just very excited for tonight, very excited for our new appointees. Thank you.
Dr. Nian.
Yes, just want to take this time to thank the City of La Palma, the city manager, new city manager Peter Kim, and Mayor Nishish Patel. They were instrumental to support the Kennedy Evacuation Center. I've been working on that Friday, working with the American Red Cross, and they weren't sure initially if they needed to come to Kennedy, but the lady told me, I'll call you by about 9, but at 9:40 she calls me. But by 10:30, our staff were there with the city manager and with the mayor. And by 1:30 a.m. That Saturday morning, so literally 3 hours later, the shelter was open with 120 beds. I know both shelters at Savannah as well. A lot of staff work really hard, but I do want to take this time to thank the city of La Palma, also with La Palma PD. They provided extra patrol as well to make sure everybody is being helped, because the shelter at some point was so full that there were people staying in the parking lot and just coming in to get the food. And so a lot of community members also help. I know many restaurants donated food. So I know, for example, Pepe's in La Palma, that area donated the burritos, like over 250 burritos to the shelter. The people that stay there also as all the volunteers as well. So just want to shout out to the City of La Palma for their amazing support and the partnership as well.
Thank you, Mr. Riddle. Thank you. Moving on to our items of business. 10.1, public hearing disclosure of collective bargaining agreement with CSEA, and I will open the public hearing. Seeing no speakers, I will close the public hearing. 10.2, adoption of the 2025 through 26 collective bargaining agreement with CSEA.
So moved.
Second.
Do I have any comments or questions? Seeing none, this is an action item. All in favor?
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.3, public hearing disclosure of collective bargaining agreement with AMIU, and I will open the public hearing. Seeing no speakers, I will close the public hearing. 10.4, adoption of the 2025 to 2026 collective bargaining agreement with AMIU.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.5, memorandum of understanding, University of California, Riverside.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.6, adoption, local control and accountability plan, LCAP, and annual update.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? I know we had our presentation last time.
Yeah.
Seeing none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. 5-0. 10.7, resolution number 2025, committed fund balance, general fund.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? See none, this is a roll call vote. Trustee O'Neill?
Aye.
Trustee McCullis?
Aye.
Trustee Hoshi?
Aye.
Trustee Randall Trejo?
I vote aye.
And I vote aye. It's 5-0. 10.8, resolution number 2025, adjustments to the income and expenditures, general fund, resolution number 2025, adjustments to income and expenditures, various funds, and proposed budget.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote. Trustee O'Neill?
Aye.
Trustee McCullis?
Aye.
Trustee Hoshi?
Aye.
Trustee Randall Trejo?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That's 5-0. 10.9, resolution number 2025, education protection account.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote as well. Trustee O'Neill?
Aye.
Trustee McCullis?
Aye.
Trustee Hoshi?
Aye.
Trustee Randall Trejo?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That's 5-0. 10.10, resolution number 2025, authorization to extend educational technology joint powers authority.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions on this item? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote. Trustee O'Neill?
Aye.
Trustee McCullis?
Aye.
Trustee Hoshi?
Aye.
Trustee Randall Trejo?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That's 5-0. 10.11, resolution number 2025, adopt resolution determining that the Catella High School track and field project is exempt from the California Environmental Equality Act, deciding to carry out the project and directing the filing of a notice of exemption.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions?
So glad that we're doing this. My goodness.
Yes, excited for several new tracks coming up.
Projects.
This is a roll call vote. Trustee O'Neill?
Aye.
Trustee McCullis?
Aye.
Trustee Hoshi?
Aye.
Trustee Randall Trejo?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That's 5-0. 10.12, resolution number 2025, adopt resolution determining that the Kennedy High School track and field project is exempt from the CEQA, deciding to carry out the project and directing the filling of a notice of exemption.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote. Trustee O'Neill?
Aye.
Trustee McCullis?
Aye.
Trustee Hoshi?
Aye.
Trustee Randall Trejo?
I vote aye.
And I vote aye. That's 5-0. 10.13, resolution number 2025, adopt resolution determining that the Loera High School track and field project is exempt from the CEQA Act, deciding to carry out the project and directing the filing of a notice of exemption.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote. Trustee O'Neill?
Aye.
Trustee McCullis?
Aye.
Trustee Hoshi?
Aye.
Trustee Randall Trejo?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That's 5-0. 10.14, resolution number 2025, adopt resolution determining that the Savannah High School track and field project is exempt from the CEQA, deciding to carry out the project and directing the filing of a notice of exemption.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote. Trustee O'Neill?
Aye.
Trustee McCullis?
Aye.
Trustee Hoshi?
Aye.
Trustee Randall Trejo?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That's 5-0.
Just to let the audience know, we ask a lot of questions before.
Oh, yeah.
This seems like it's routine, but it's not. We've asked a lot of questions on all of these resolutions ahead of time, just to save all of you time.
Thank you. 10.15, resolution number 2025, SOS for student achievement.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? I want to thank the California School Board Association. I know Trustee Randall Trejo and I attended the delegate assembly, and closing the achievement gap and working with the state is one of our top priorities. I'm so excited that AUHSD is joining the resolution with many other school districts. And this is a roll call vote. Trustee O'Neill?
Aye.
Trustee McCullis?
Aye.
Trustee Hoshi?
Aye.
Trustee Randall Trejo?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That's 5-0. 10.16, community workforce agreement. And this will be informational items, so this is an opportunity for the board to provide direction to staff. As the trustee who made the motion on the item, I would like to put my thoughts on the next steps for this project. I would like staff to look into entering into negotiations with the Los Angeles and Orange Counties Building and Construction Trades Council for a community workforce agreement and bring the negotiated agreement back to the board for approval. And then I think in considering some of the priorities, including promoting local hiring opportunities and maximizing employment opportunities for residents within the district service area and surrounding communities. And then I know some of our schools are already part of their apprenticeship program with the Carpenters Union. I believe Western High School is one of them. So making sure that we're supporting our workforce development initiatives and expanding career pathways for students into the skilled trades through pre-apprenticeship programs.
Okay, along with that report, or I'd like to know is what costs does the district incur that cannot be part of the measure, such as, or the bond measure, such as it was mentioned even this evening, Measure H. Now, are we having to expend funds out of our general fund because it's not covered by the measure, by the bond? I'd also like to know if there's I don't know if you've done an analysis to determine if it has been more costly using this method versus not having used it in our Measure H projects. And I know there's in the negotiation before, there were 3 tiers in employment.
Correct.
I'd like to know, tier 1 was, as I recall, was using veterans, local hires, local residents, and former graduates. I'd like to know what percentage of the workforce was that tier 1 versus having to expand that circle going out.
Yes, and we will be happy to do that. We also have our attorney here if there's any additional questions that you may have. Some of these things we, as it was brought up last time, so we were anticipating maybe some of the questions being answered tonight. So we've done some homework, but obviously we're here to take input so that we can gather the information and bring it back to the board.
Okay. In other words, bottom line is, what benefit is it to the district, and has the district incurred any financial expenses more than we would have if we hadn't used them?
Perhaps I can just answer a couple of questions for you. You had a project stabilization, project labor agreement in 2017.
Right.
And these programs have been well implemented, have been very successful throughout Southern California, at least the ones that I've seen, as well as in Northern California. We've seen quite a few of these. You have the unique situation where you actually have the ability to see what it is that you were able to accomplish last time. And one of the things about a local bond measure, such as what you had with Measure K, is the local people voted for the bond measure. So a goal of the board typically is to give back, to bring as many of the local people who supported your bond back. And my understanding is the last bond measure with the PLA, there were not as many people local as there were coming from outside of the district. So there are lessons learned from the previous time that would be helpful to review and implement. We also understand that while the understanding typically is that the cost is neutral to include a project labor agreement so that there's union representation for bringing quality projects to the district, there are some added costs. And those added costs are oversight. Last time you had Solus Group, who was watching over the projects. My understanding is that was approximately $390,000. It's not something that's chargeable to the bond, so it ends up being an expense of the district. While that's in the big scheme of things, it's a relatively small amount. The issue is really transparency. What is the actual cost? Because typically a bond measure, while it sounds like a lot of money, is only going to go so far. And you have many responsibilities and many programs that you want to bring, both facilities as well as educationally as a result of those facilities to the district. So we understand that the goal is to take that money and make it last as long as you possibly can. So I think for transparency purposes, it would be wise for the district to do a review of what happened in the past and then bring that back to you so that you have a full picture of what it is that you're looking at.
Thank you. Yes, I certainly would like that. I hope the rest of the board would want that too.
Any other comments, questions?
Well, in addition to quantitative information, I would like to maybe hear some qualitative, maybe some stories from some of our previous students that might have had gone through programs, that might have also finished projects. I know as a former trustee of the Anaheim Elementary School District, specifically with Measure G and J bond monies, that I was able to see the accomplishments of the community workforce agreements that we had put in place in the past. So maybe looking into what other districts are doing in terms of their bond monies, that could be possibly something that we could look into as well. Yeah.
I'm excited about the possibility of providing workforce. Many of the capstones I heard about students who wanted to go into trades and things, and so if this reinforces that and they're also receiving payment during apprenticeships, I am so for it.
I'm interested in studying the things that we learned from the past. To go on record, Brian and I were here, and we had a boardroom, standing room only, full of people that were very. It was very politically charged meeting, and Anaheim Union High School District was the first district in Orange County to sign a PLA. So we were very proud of that, and we're excited to. I'm excited to learn more and how we can improve on what we did in the past.
Awesome. Thank you. So I think the direction is to bring back some information to the board and begin looking into entering into agreement.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. We will do our best to bring back some good information for you to review. Also, how best to implement programs, accomplish local hire, and to look at what it is that would be most effective for the district. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Right. Moving on to 10.17, reappointment of Measure K Independent Citizens Bond Oversight Committee members.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions?
No, glad to have them.
Thank you for
Thank you.
serving on this committee. It's arduous, and you learn a lot about things you didn't know about construction. Mr. O'Neill and I served on this this oversight committee, and it's a real commitment. And while it was difficult to understand a lot of the things, it was very enlightening to be part of something that was productive for the district and to do a duty that's we're bound by law to have this committee, and so to have this oversight. So I appreciate the members that have come forward, and would like to appoint them again.
Thank you. All in favor? Vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.18, revised board policies, multiple policies, second reading.
So moved.
Second as an action item.
Yes. Any comments or questions on any of the
Nope.
policies? Seeing none, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
5-0. 10.19, piggyback bid produce products.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
5-0. 10.20, award of RFP 2026 kitchen equipment and related items.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
5-0. 10.21, 21, piggyback bid dairy products.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions?
Just wanted to point out, Orlando's not here, that this is, for people who don't understand what a piggyback is, this is going out and finding other contracts that have already been signed, and then our district is, Orlando started this, if I recall, going to other districts and signing on to their contract so that we get the same bid that they got, and it saves the district a lot of money. So this is a real innovative way that the district, because we buy a lot of dairy. So I think this is a amazing cost savings, and I applaud Orlando and our business department for finding these. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
5-0. 10.22, piggyback bids purchased through public corporation or agency.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
That's 5-0. 10.23, award a bid, facilities.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.24, selection of leaseback contractor for improvements of 3 school sites, RFP number 202617.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
5-0. 10.25, ratification leaseback agreement, Air Masters Air Conditioning, Anaheim High School, HVAC Phase 2.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Any comments or questions? Just want to thank staff for working on this project for Anaheim High School. See no other comments. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.26, agreement Amplify Education, Inc.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? See none. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
That's 5-0. 10.27, license agreement Eggline Mine Educational Holdings, Inc.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? See none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.28, memorandum of understanding, leading educators.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions?
You know what, I'm looking forward to a follow-up report, because I know they're going to have some benchmarks on this this is kind of exciting because it's a whole new thing for the math curriculum.
Yes.
So in winter 2027, it says the grant will operationalize collaborative practice to putting educator routines with a focus on coaching and feedback. That's in the winter, and then in the spring, the teams will consolidate and refine those routines using progress monitoring information to ensure the instructional leadership system and collaborate practice remains coherent as implementation moves from learning to refinement. So I'm looking forward to that report at the end of the spring semester. So I just want to make note that I'm looking forward to it. Okay.
Noted. Thank you. Any other questions? Seeing none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.29, agreements, affiliation with AIM Business Partners.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
That's 5-0. 10.30, agreement Orlando Franco.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.31, agreement Noel Will.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.32, agreement Orange County Superintendent of Schools Innovation Funding Initiative.
Okay. So moved.
Second. Okay.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.33, sales quote subscription Riverside Insights.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. 10.34, agreement Centralia Elementary School District.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or
Yeah,
questions?
I'm just very happy to see that we're doing something with Centralia and with any feeder elementary school district, but I'm glad to see that Centralia is sort of stepping out and working with us now. So kudos.
You know, I have to also repeat that too, and I mean, one of the things I was going to ask was about, you know, the presentations that we make, the CPSF presentations, and if that's kind of like part of this whole integrated college and career readiness roadmap that we could vertically align. So I'm really happy to see that we're doing this with Centralia and look forward to partnerships with our other feeder elementary school sites. Specifically, what is that $2,000? I mean, and is that going to be an expectation maybe if we have a system in place of like how we do that with our other school districts?
Yeah, so this is part of our leading and learning visit. So as a deep dive district for the state of California for community schools, and I see Kenny Perez here, who's one of our community school manager, we host, I think it's probably every 6 week now, visits where we host typically about 120 to 150 people from across the state and really across the country, and a few times from other parts of the world, right? We've had, I think Korea was here once and a couple other countries, but nonetheless, when we were first doing this, we were the only ones hosting. So everyone was visiting one of our junior highs and our high schools. And as you can imagine, when we have guests, they want to see primary schools. And so it began our conversations, especially with Anaheim Elementary, who's our largest feeder and who we probably have had the closest working relationship over the past years. They began to join in on our leading learning visits as well. And what we do is it's treated like a conference. And so people pay to come here to be a part of our visit. And so the money that's collected goes to our foundation. And then the money that's collected also pays for the food because we give lunch. So it's not coming out of our budget. It's part of what the participants are paying for. But we also generate a little bit of extra money that covers the cost of not just the food, but the time that some of our staff put in because it's above and beyond. And then also what we do is we cover money for the sites that are actually hosting the visits. Because as you can imagine, as a site, when you have people coming to visit, it's work on the site, right? It's the prep work, it's all the things that you're doing. So the sites get the $2,000 to help cover the cost of what they were doing, but it's also a way of saying thank you because we are generating some of that revenue for them to use as they see fit as a kind of a reward, right, or incentive for, hey, the great work you're doing and to help grow some of the things you want to expand upon. And so we do this for our schools too. So when Sycamore and Anaheim have hosted, or Cattell and Ball, Loera, they also get the $2,000, but we're also now doing this with our feeder elementary. So when Anaheim's hosts, they get the money, and in this case, Centralia got the money. So it's a way of saying thank you for your hard work and giving them something for their efforts.
How much do the schools or the participants have to pay?
I think it's, I've 300 thing. I was say 299. I can't remember what the price is.
Say, I mean,
Thank you, Kenny.
It's not. We're not trying to make money. We're just trying to make sure we cover our costs and we generate a little bit of extra so we can cover the incidentals and make sure that the schools that are participating also get some love.
And Jern, what does that look like when they actually go to the schools? How many hours is it, or days?
So when they come to do a leading learning visit, essentially, it's an all-day experience, and in some cases, it's a 2-day experience because, as you may recall, our teacher union, ASTA, through the NEA, got a grant. So they actually host a lab on the second day that goes much deeper into some of the practices, like the district community school steering committee, as an example. So they do some deeper targeted work for some of those sites that are spending the second day. But essentially, the first day, the morning begins at the district office. It's in our La Palma room. We have a breakfast available for them, and then we begin by telling our story. It's a little bit of our journey because remember, we're not saying that what we do is the way. We're saying it is a way. And we're sharing our journey, what we've learned. And then through the day when we're interacting with our participants, we're also learning from them. And one of the things that we'll talk about moving forward is next year, we're actually going to have, I think, around 30 of our participants per walk. We're going to increase the people from our district who are now participating in these leading learning because we want to expand, especially with now our West Side schools being given some of these supports that they weren't given previously because they weren't funded as part of the grant. We want to make sure that we're building capacity internally first before we spend all this time doing it for other people. So that's a shift we're making into this upcoming year. But they begin with that story about our journey and what we've built over the years. Then they go and visit the school. So you have now 3 schools, right? The high school, middle school, and then the elementary school. They do a reflective learning walk, which is one of our promising practices, which we do with the teachers and we do with parents. When they go in the classrooms, they get to see our career preparedness systems framework, our 5 C's, voice and purpose, and the technical skills in action, right? And so as they get to do that, they're learning about our practice. Because remember, through our community school approach, instruction is the bread and butter. What happens in the classroom is most essential. Of course, the wraparound services are also critical, but we focus on the instructional piece because that's what's sustainable at the end of the day. After they do the reflective learning walk, if I recall, now we have shifted where they do, we have panels where we have student and parent panels, so they're getting to hear from our students and our families to talk about the community school approach. Students sometimes do soapbox speeches based on topics or issues that they care about through that community-centered learning concept, where it's our civic engagement work. They're taking issues that are local to the community that they care about, and they're bringing it to the classroom. So they do demonstrations for that. There's a chance for Q&A. Then they come back to the district office where we have sessions, workshop rotations. And so in some cases, it's pre-selected where the participants select the sessions they want to go to, and other sessions are more larger group, I think, like workshops. And so we have in the La Palma room, I don't know, it's like 4 or 5 sessions that people can choose from. I know Dr. Sadu and Mr. Carmona lead a session on how the school site council and community school steering committees, how they work together, because they each have their kind of own rules and audit reports they have to do, right? The APRs for community schools, but it gives them a chance to really talk about how they braid funds and how they work collaboratively together. Another session's on civic engagement. Another session's on the role of formal leadership that now Amy and Jeff Morgenstern lead with the 2 site principals from our district with the panel. So they get to choose the different sessions they want because, as you can imagine, we have parents, we have teachers, we have community school coordinators, we have directors, in some cases assistant superintendent or superintendents who are visiting along with community partners. And so they can pick the sessions that most speak or resonate with them and what they're doing. And then our team divides and conquers to talk about the different aspects of that work that they can learn from. And then they finish with, I think, some work with our partner Inflection, who does the Portico coaching and the coaching to help sustain, because we don't have the bandwidth to coach and support them on the back end. So if they want to continue the work, because Inflection, as you know, has been deeply ingrained in the work that we've been doing over the past, 12 years, they help support other districts on their end with their rollout. Because you go to conferences and you may leave inspired, but what do you do on Monday? And so the idea is this is helping districts really take action and do something with what they've learned while they're with us, connecting it to their own drivers and their own district priorities, right? We're just sharing our story. Doesn't mean it's going to always work for them. Hopefully the answers.
Exciting because it's Centralia and it's going to feed Kennedy and so forth. So
Yes.
So I just wanted to add 2 quick comments about the name Leading and Learning. So although AUHSD is hosting, the Leading and Learning is mutually exchanged. So by being a host site, while we get to share our story, there's a lot of learning on the end when we congregate educators across the nation. There's a lot of learning happening on our end. Community schools started with a $4.1 billion investment by the state of California. So we're very interested in continuing to grow this practice, as we believe very deeply that it's something that it's benefiting all students. And so as we continue to do that, I think the state is responding, and now they're switching that funding to ongoing funding for our community schools approach. And so we want to do our part in supporting districts across California so that we can continue seeing this type of equity-based funding coming from the state of California.
Thank you. Any other questions? Seeing none, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's 5-0. 10.35, quote, purchase through public corporation or agency, SHI International Corporation.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? I just want to thank the members of our district data team, Danny Juarez, Carlos Chu, Laura DeMoria, and Eric Greenwood for working on this agreement and saving the district cost savings. Any other comments, questions? Seeing none, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. Moving on to our consent calendar. Any members wishing to pull items?
Yes, 11.232425.
3, 2, 4.
11:11
11.
and 11:35.
Motion for the balance.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
0. I will take these in order, starting with 11:11.
So moved.
Second.
I just wanted to see, so this is, we're going to be providing food services for Vibrant. Okay. And is this going to have any impact on our food services department or the employees?
So how we do it is we do have the meals here and we deliver them to them. So we do generate income from that. So there is revenue for that. So we make sure that we are able to at least break even. So
It's cost effective.
It is.
for us
It
to
is.
do
And they do need a service, so they have approached us multiple times, and so they really appreciate that we continue to provide a service for them.
Do you know how many meals approximate?
Huh?
How many meals?
I believe it's about 200 or 30 or so, something like that.
Yes, not.
They're very small, so we pretty much provide them
yeah.
with all the meals that they have.
Just out of cur-
I also heard it's going to help offset our operational expenses too.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Just out of curiosity, in addition to Anaheim Elementary, Vibrant Minds now, if you vote for this, what other
We've been serving them since 2020.
okay, what other districts do we?
And then
serve?
there are some small ones. I think there's like a preschool program, but I don't believe we're doing that anymore. So just Anaheim Elementary, we serve every single school. We are the food services program.
Yeah.
So when people think about food services, they think is Anaheim Union High School District, but it's actually not the case. We serve, our food service department serve both the elementary and the high school district. They're just housed here on our campus.
Right.
And Tiger
But
Woods?
all their employees, all the.
Okay.
Huh?
Tiger Woods also?
Yes, and all the employees that work at Anaheim Elementary school sites are also employees of Anaheim Union High School District. So it is very critical that we have the partnership with these different sites. It does help us generate that income as well,
Thank you.
of course.
Seeing no other questions, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
We're taking 11.23, 11.24, and 11.25 together.
Second.
Any comments or questions? See none, all in favor, vote aye.
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 Nays? Abstentions?
Aye.
That's 401. 11.35.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments, questions?
is this the Tilly's Life Center?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
still kind of confused because when I read through this, it talks about that they were, I think one of the responses that I got an answer is that Tilly's Life Center staff, there's 2 of them, and they do lessons 2 times a week, and there's 35 lessons presented. And then I saw something about the possibility of this going into the health classes and CFT classes. So is that being done, or is it, because I've seen Tilly's in previous reports, and I wanted to see any kind of, there was a report or data on that, and how effective are these lessons, how are they going, and so forth.
So Tilly's Life Center was actually implemented at Savannah High School several years ago, where Principal Mike Pooley was there, and their counseling team worked closely with the Tilly's Life Center curriculum, paired up with a counselor, pushed into the 9th grade health and CFT courses around a robust curriculum.
I'm sorry, what is CFT?
The careers, finance, and technology class.
Okay.
It's the semester-long course that is paired with the health course. And so that you'll get all the 9th graders who are taking those courses. The counselor and the staff here will push into those classes so that they can reach all the 9th graders in that class.
Okay, so, and it talks about the social, emotional needs of the 21st century adolescent learner, so it's.
And I believe we could resend, Savannah High School has a very well-documented impact report on how this particular curriculum and program impacted the 9th graders at Savannah High School. And presumably it was done so well that we're recreating that here at Magnolia.
And it's still at Savannah?
It is still at Savannah. Mhm.
Okay. So that's good. So it's something we may want to consider then, if it works.
It is. It is site funded, site led, site funded.
Okay.
And so available for any of our sites that will partner with the program to implement with their students.
Yeah, I'd like to see that report too. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Good questions. Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. Moving on to advanced planning. Our next meeting will be Thursday, July 9, 2026 at 6 p.m. 12.2 suggested agenda items. I did have one item for consideration. As a representative on the Health Insurance Committee, along with the trustee Ron Hoshi, I would like to see if we can review our board policy on our retirement eligibility benefits and agreements, and see if we can explore ways to support our employees transitioning into retirement, and maybe looking at other districts' plans on how we compare to those surrounding districts. For
I'll
our plan.
support that.
I will too.
Thank you. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you. Staff could get
Good
back to us
idea.
on that.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no other items. Motion for adjournment.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. We are adjourned at 8:15
night.
p.m.
Good night, Brian.